I started daily vlogging when I was 16.
Oh, nice.
When I was 17.
You
So
did one like
every day. So I did that all the way through going to college, dropping out. Like the whole thing was on my YouTube channel. And then once I moved to LA, kept vlogging every day. And then I was like doing Postmates all day just to like.
You were one of the original, like I think people don't realize this as much because other creators happen to just get a little bit bigger before you, but you were doing daily vlogs before even the Paul brothers were doing daily vlogs, weren't you?
That's how I met Jake. Like when we met, he was like I was like, hey, I remember you from Vine, blah, blah, blah. We met at, where do we meet? Not B&H Photo in Beverly, in Off-Rodeo or Beverly or wherever it is. And I remember walking up to him and I was like, oh, I remember you from Vine. And he was just like, yeah, I do YouTube now. Like, it's going really well. And I was like, me too. And I was on like vlog 390 and he was on vlog like 40.
Jeez.
And we started, so that's how we like, that's how he immediately was like, I respect that. And I was pulling like 1,000 views a video.
Yeah.
And I was still just posting every day. I was like,
That's
gonna
crazy.
pay off.
Yeah.
So, and then how did you transition from getting 1,000 views and then you started working with him, was it?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah. So I started filming with Jake, but it wasn't like I was never part of Team 10. I wanted to be a part of Team 10 then, and it never worked out. But I would go over to Jake's house and like we would hang out in the morning and I would talk to him about like video ideas. And then he would do stuff with my channel to help me out. And then I would help him with like video ideas whenever I could. And like some of his big videos, like we thought up together and we did stuff together. And then it kind of just like sifted out. And I just like kept posting every day. And like it was my main source of income, but I was making like $1 to $5 grand a month at the most, like that whole time. And I remember I had one video go viral where it was, everyone was canceling Jake and everyone was talking shit about him because they were saying he was a horrible person. But I was like, I lived like through this with him and I didn't think it was fair that everyone was dragging him when I was there every day and saw how he treated people. And he was like paid for everything, took care of everyone, blew them all up. Like, yeah, he took 10, 20%, whatever. But like he gave these people careers and lives and they all stabbed him in the back. So I made a video talking about that, and I got a ton of hate for it, and people hated me because they're like, he's lying. He got paid to make this. And I was like, no, I just felt bad. Like, I was like, this kid's just getting destroyed, and he was nothing but nice to people.
Did he just give off that persona to increase the views, or like, so?
Because I think he definitely does give off a persona of being like an absolute douchebag on the internet.
Right now
but
he's
like,
definitely hyping it up to sell this fight. Like,
like you can't look. He's a businessman, and like that first and foremost, like that is what he is. He puts on this asshole douchebag persona online to then like
he's getting paid for it,
but
now.
he's
like,
raking it in. Like he's like, I think people forget that a lot on like social media. Is like social media is not real at all. No, like, and unless you are like, I'm sorry, but I do not know a single influencer, us, like Hype House, Sway, whatever. I do not know a single influencer that is 100% themselves online that they are off. Like I just don't. It's because like, that's tough. Yeah. Like those days that I'm like having really awful days, bawling my eyes out, depressed. Hell no, I'm not posting that on the internet.
No,
like,
and you'll twerk on TikTok an hour later. You don't
Hell
care.
Yeah, I will.
You'll wipe those tears and absolutely throw it back.
Sometimes she doesn't even wipe the tears. Sometimes she posts it while she's crying.
Oh, and that's what gets most of you because you get both audiences.
Yeah.
It's like sad TikTok and thirst boy TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were working with them for how long?
So I filmed with Jake for probably like 6 months. I was hanging out with him all the time. He moved to Calabasas. I was in LA. You finished
working with him and them right before you started coming to help me.
No. This was so much earlier. So
really?
Yeah. So I never worked with them at that time. We were just friends. Then
something else.
Then a year later, I was still vlogging, and like I got to over 3 years of daily vlogging. So I had like 1,300 videos up on my channel.
Crazy.
How long? 100,000
And you were filming
subs.
and editing all yourself.
Yeah, 8 to 10 minutes every day.
8 to 10.
Wow.
What kept you like? Okay, not that 1,000 views isn't a lot, but
like,
you know,
no,
like
not.
what kept you going to be like, no, this is gonna pay off. This is gonna pay off. This is gonna pay off.
Honestly, I don't know. There was so many nights where I was just like, I fucking hate my life.
Did you enjoy it?
No.
Okay.
Because I think towards the end. I did in the beginning and not towards the end. I wanted to be the hardest working person at all times. And that meant waking up at 7, working out till 9, coming home, doing the morning rush of DoorDash or Postmates, whatever I was on. Go do that till 1 o'clock. Go back, work out again because I was really into it at the time. Then go vlog for the rest of the day. Then go do the night rush of Postmates. edit till 1 a.m, go to sleep, wake up at 6, like restart.
I think LA does
shit.
give you what you're due. Like if you give it the consistency and hard work, eventually it'll give it to you. Maybe not as easy as other people sometimes, but it's not all about luck out
Because
here.
I think people, well, I have two things to say. I think people immediately look at you in your situation without seeing the backstory, and they're like, he just got so lucky. He just put all the biggest TikTokers in one house. And it's like, dude, he worked his ass off.
But you had to
get
establish
there.
those
Like,
relationships.
You really
Exactly.
did.
Yeah.
You really did.
Not only that, so basically, like, it's an effect thing. Like, the person I am helped me get to where I am today. Is like, I remember the day I met Jake. I wasn't going to B&H. It was my roommate, Andre. His car was broken down, and I was super busy, and he asked me if I could do him a favor and take him there. And I was like, sure. And, like, stopped my vlog for the day and went and did that, and then that single-handedly led to where I am today. So it's just like
it's weird how the butterfly
that's
effects
what,
can just
like,
like
one
people
little
call
thing.
luck.
Yeah.
But it's like that's like luck is where opportunity meets preparation. You know, it's like you put in 390 vlogs
Before
for
that.
him, yeah, for him to be like, oh, I respect that, and then all of that. But people are be like, oh, he just got lucky and met Jake Paul at a store.
And
You know,
well, no, he's also a good person and drove
Yeah.
his friend with a broken down
exactly.
car.
And
But
Jake-
people don't know that side.